This is Kerry White with Citizens for Balanced Use again. I wanted to discuss a few things that might be of assistance to you in looking at the new Helena Lewis and Clark National Forest Plan revision. The Forest Service took approximately 4 years to develop this plan, which will affect about 2.8 million acres. Within the forest of the Helena Lewis and Clark, about 50% of that forest, or about 1.4 million acres, is designated as roadless. Roadless was designated in 2001 by President Clinton. Over the past 2 decades, since 1995, the Forest Service in Montana has closed nearly 22,000 miles of road. Many of these closures are a result of the roadless rule being signed. Even these roadless lands, as signed into the roadless rule, they were not roadless, but the Forest Service has, over time, removed those roads to make them comply and be roadless, so to speak. The 4,000 pages or so of document in the Forest Plan revision are overwhelming for a person to be able to read and comprehend what is in the plan. So CBU encourages you, when you go on the website of the Forest Service on the documents that are provided, to pay specific attention to 2 documents that are provided. One is the summary of the Record of Decision, or the FEIS, and the other one is the Record of Decision itself. Both of these documents are comprehensive in nature and provide a summary and the actual record of decision on the rationale behind the decision. If you look at those 2 documents, you will find many areas where the Forest Service has taken an action that will remove your ability to access the public lands in the Helena Lewis and Clark National Forest. One such action is to reduce the amount of areas open for motorized and mechanized trail use, and also for summer motorized use in snowmobile. Just recently, the Secretary of Agriculture, Perdue, released a memorandum directed to the Chief of the Forest Service. This was released on June 12th of 2020, just less than a week ago as this video is being produced. The 4 main purposes of this memorandum were: increase the productivity of the National Forest, to embrace grazing heritage and the benefits of grazing of the National Forest, to increase access to the National Forest, and expedite environmental reviews to support active management. CBU supports all of these purposes and vision of the Forest Service. But you will find in the Helena Lewis and Clark National Forest Plan that's just released, just the opposite is occurring. Your access will be reduced, areas of grazing will be reduced, and suitable areas of timber for timber management will also be reduced. There's a very deep disconnect between the Helena Lewis and Clark National Forest and the directive that was given to the Forest Service Chief by the Secretary of Agriculture. I would encourage folks to object to the plan on the basis of reduced access that is in direct conflict with the Department of Agriculture, Secretary of Agriculture Perdue's memorandum and directive to Forest Service Chief Vicki Christensen. That's a point of objection that I believe everyone should include in the objection on the Helena, Lewis, and Clark National Forest.